November 9th, I started trapping a site in Burien. On Saturday alone, we trapped 18 cats. Over the next couple of days, I was having to take a cat into South Seattle Vet to be euthanized. On the third day, I took a cat in and we tested it for parvo. It came up positive. Ultimately, that meant the entire site was infected with parvo. Once it was determined that the cat had distemper, the veterinarian and I at South Seattle Vet decided that this ultimately was the best decision was to euthanize the entire colony. Sadly, this is what is left. Burien needs to have a resource for cats. I'm a volunteer. I cannot be the only resource, both for emotional and financial reasons, for a site of this size. This was one of the most devastating moments I've ever had to deal with, but it had to be done. There was no other options, as this is a very contagious disease and can infect the neighborhood cats. Then what would the public do with their own cats if it got distemper and a huge outbreak occurred? Thank you. I feel I should somewhat explain what it is I do and why the decision was made to euthanize the colony in Burien, which ultimately is about 30 cats. It is basically just me and a handful of volunteers. I don't have a shelter. I'm not a 501(c)(3). Everything is literally out of my own pocket. This is my facility. These cats were in the same shared airspace as the cats from Burien came from. So in a sense, these guys are in quarantine. It is not my ideal to lock them up in cages for the next 10 days to 14 days, but ultimately, I have no other options. It does boil down to money. I could not have housed over 45 cats for 2 weeks to find out if one was going to die each day. Waking up in the morning, coming home from work to see a dead or dying cat or kitten, it's just not something that I'm emotionally capable of doing. Not that it was an easy decision for me to euthanize 30 cats, but with the consultation of the vet at South Seattle Vet, several other vets, it ultimately was the best decision for the colony in Burien was to all be euthanized. Many people don't understand and don't agree. I'm not here to agree with people. I'm here to ultimately help these cats, and that is all that matters to me. Anything that comes into my care, I make damn sure they are in the best care they can be in. The other issue is other neighborhood cats. They are potentially infected or at risk of being infected also. Few people even actually suggested releasing them unaltered and potentially with the distemper virus. That just was not going to happen. Again, this was a very difficult decision to be made, but ultimately in my heart of hearts, I know I made the right decision. And that's really, all that really matters is for the cats. Thank you.